Let's take a look at our finalists in the award for Excellence in Indigenous Business. First up, Message Stick Communications.
My name's Michael McLeod. I'm a Narrandjeri man from South Australia. My business is called Message Stick Communications and I'm the CEO. My business is a niche communication service provider. We provide corporate grade teleconferencing to Australia's top corporates and any government agency that chooses to use us. By the time I was 18 months of age, I'm the youngest of 6 siblings. We all got taken away from our family. I actually grew up in Statewood homes and did my HSC, but I have to preface all that by saying at a very young age I got very much involved with drugs and alcohol. My first shot of heroin at the age of 10, my first drink around about 8, 9. So that by the time I hit about 25, I actually ended up homeless, derelict in the streets of Sydney, where I'm one of the very lucky ones. I got the opportunity to get clean and sober. I just identified quite simply, I did not want to stay on welfare. I wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to be financially independent. I had to live somehow. I rejected welfare. What am I going to do? So it was, I'll start my own little business. So I established Koori World Online, which is, I've been told, is Australia's first Indigenous internet service provider. But I needed to look at a bigger picture when it came to what it was. It was my vision, my dream of what I wanted to try and achieve. I eventually met a corporate warrior such, Dougal Russell, and that's where Message Stick Communications was born from. We wanted to just prove an Aboriginal person could own and manage a business such as this and engage with the corporate sector just to do pure business. Within the first 4 years, suddenly we had 10 corporate customers on board. That in itself was quite extraordinary from my perspective because suddenly corporates were crying out to do something outside of philanthropy or charity. They actually wanted to engage with Indigenous business owners. I've noticed there's a growth within my business, especially since the GFC. Teleconferencing is a means by which they can actually continue meetings globally without having to the expense of travelling. We've got approximately...
The National Australia Bank. Please welcome Mr. Joseph Healy. Joseph, 23 years, what keeps you coming back? It's not just the great food and beautiful wine, is it?
Well, that's a big part of it. No, the real reason is that we believe passionately in the importance of ethnic business. And you've already heard the many comments from Kevin Rudd right through to other famous commentators talking about the important role that the ethnic business community has played in the prosperity and growth of this country. We are absolutely thrilled to be associated with this. And 23 years is a long time, but also I think it demonstrates our consistency and commitment. It's something that we believe strongly in, and it's something that we're enormously proud to be associated with.
You also do a lot for Indigenous business as well. Take us through that.
Well, I was thrilled when Joseph announced that the Indigenous business community was going to be part of the Ethnic Business and Indigenous Awards, because there's a huge potential and opportunity in the Indigenous community that is largely still, I believe, untapped. We're very committed to Indigenous businesses and, in fact, making sure that we have Indigenous people as part of our own workforce, and particularly in the business bank, because it's very important that the people that we have working in the business reflect the customers and the communities that we work in. So we're very excited and very committed to the Indigenous community, to the business community in particular. And I look forward to seeing the representation from the Indigenous community growing and growing and growing in the years ahead.
Yeah, it'd be great to see.
It would be.
Now, you've had some good media commentary about your results this year. I'm going to give you a plug now. What's up for the future for the National Australia Bank? Can you give us an exclusive?
Well, the success of the National Australia Bank will depend heavily on the success of our customers, and I don't say that lightly. I mean, we are a reflection of the economy, of the customers that we support. Their success is our success. We believe very strongly in business, and I'm sure other successful business people subscribe to this view. The profits that you make in your business are a byproduct of focusing on what really counts, and what really counts in business are your people, and your customers and your reputation. If you get the things that count right, then what is counted, the profits that you see, will look after themselves. So the big priority for us is to continue to focus on what counts, and particularly our customers, to make sure that we're looking after our customers, that we're consistent in our approach to our customers, that we're helping these small businesses become big businesses, that we see that in small acorns, big trees can grow. And that if that happens, and we're successful in making that happen, then we will be a successful business. So our commitment to business in Australia, as the largest business bank, is unwavering. And we're very, very proud of that position.
Now, I've noticed some books are being handed out tonight. That was a little bit of a surprise for Joseph tonight. Tell us about that.
Well, a couple of years ago, in fact, I think it was at the Sydney, in this room, I was speaking to one of my colleagues, Kate Keenan, who's here this evening, and we thought there was such a wonderful story in the small businesses, the ethnic businesses, and many of them which had grown from being small acorns to big trees. There was a story that had lessons for many, many businesses across the country, and we wanted to try and capture the richness of the successes and the trials and tribulations of those ethnic businesses and bring them together in a book. And we're very proud of the fact that the book, which is called Who Brought Luck to the Lucky Country, is going to be launched on the 17th of November. The finalists this evening were given a early copy, hot off the press copy of the book. I'm really looking forward to its launch because it's a lot of work has gone into it. Kate has done a fantastic job in pulling it together. And I think it's going to be very educational. I mean, we've had orders from bookstores and from educational institutes. I think it's going to be a great success, but it's going to be a celebration of ethnic business. And the title is Who Brought Luck to the Lucky Country. Now, I'm reminded when I say that and reflecting back on some of the stories we've heard already this evening, of the quote from a famous golfer, and that is that the harder I work, the luckier I get. And of course, the luck that is a big and wonderful part of this country reflects, in no small way, the tremendous hard work and risk-taking and entrepreneurial spirit of the ethnic business community. And so we're very proud to be associated with that, as I've said. And the book that we're launching on the 17th of November, which I'm absolutely confident will be a bestseller, is a celebration of the tremendous contribution the ethnic businesses have made to the tremendous country that we are so lucky to live in.
One of the many lovely things about the National Australia Bank sponsoring these awards is that your heart is well and truly in it. Thank you so much for your support over the past 23 years and many more years to come.
Great pleasure, thank you.
Mr. Joseph Healy from the National Australia Bank. And thank you for your enthusiastic support in coming along tonight. We'll have a short break and be back soon for the 2011 Ethnic Business Awards.